New at 5, a Tulsa jury finds a former Uber driver not guilty of rape after he was accused by a passenger who hired him for a ride.
News on 6's Taylor Newcomb was in the courtroom and tells us David Knight was visibly emotional when that verdict was read. Taylor?
Craig and Lori, David Knight breathed a huge sigh of relief when he heard those words, not guilty.
Her poor decisions aren't criminal. That's what I believe.
David Knight celebrated with friends and family today after being found not guilty of rape. The incident happened when Knight picked up a woman who hired him for a ride in May of 2017. Knight testified the woman told him she wanted to go anywhere but home, so he drove her around town, and eventually the two went to a couple downtown bars together. Knight said the woman was fully functioning and eventually agreed to go back to his house with him. He told the jury the woman jumped into his bed and asked him to join her. So he did, and they had sex.
She was engaged in consensual behavior by all of the facts and circumstances surrounding the case, and that is not a crime.
The woman testified she was taking several prescription medications that don't mix well with alcohol. She told the jury she had around 10 drinks that night and doesn't remember much. She said the first thing she remembered was waking up naked with Knight on top of her. Knight's attorney Shannon McMurray says having sex while intoxicated is not illegal, but she thinks both the woman and her client have learned a valuable lesson.
These two people both probably made poor decisions at the end of the day, but that's not a crime.
Prosecutors didn't want to go on camera after the verdict. They tell me they respect the jury's decision, but they don't agree. They say they'll continue fighting for victims of sexual assault. Live at the Tulsa County Courthouse, Taylor Newcomb, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.